It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, it's an early season divisional matchup in the NFC East between the Washington Commanders and the Philadelphia Eagles. To get us started now, the kicker Chris Boswell, and off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. A nice little gift there to start the ball game as they will begin things at the 40-yard line. Running left is Walker. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. They find some open field here. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sends his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. They'll try the air now with Watson. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That's good for 28 yards.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up 1st and goal.
Here's Walker. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
2nd down and goal. Watson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time. And, of course, that's not an easy man to sack. You know how elusive he can be trying to get outside of the pocket. That was a great play on the defensive side.
And I wonder what was going through his mind because he didn't seem as committed to using his legs to pick up yardage. He wanted to keep that play alive, so either take off and go or throw it away. But he held on to the football and ended up getting sacked.
Under pressure, they got him again. Trey Hendrickson in there again, and once again, that's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. Sly able to put this one through. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Here we go.
They'll start on the ground. ETN. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Throwing now is Lance. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Lance looking to throw it. This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it'll be 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks? Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Out of the gun, Watson. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion results in 9 yards. And now 2 yards to go.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Watson. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away. Incomplete.
I see the coaches push their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
go on fourth. Watson. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he is going to have a Washington first down. They didn't get a lot, but they do convert on fourth. It's a gain of 4 that time. And it'll be first down, Washington. 4th and 2, they got it. That was kind of that gray area. Is that a feel thing, whether you go run or pass there offensively?
I think it's a feel thing. It's a tendency thing about what you like to do yourself on offense, as well as knowing how strong they are against the run on defense. Got to make a decision, and they made the correct one.
Running right, here's Walker. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Watson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards. You find out is unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do. You accept on the stats. Throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still, no yardage. Okay.
And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. George Kittle, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Their first passing touchdown of the ball game, and they go to the big tight end in those sure hands, and he provides the score.
Certainly looked like they were focused on taking away other weapons, and he certainly made them regret that because he found the soft spot, ended up taking it to the end zone. Nice throw, too, to complete the play.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. To throw, it's Lance. Got a man, it's Berrios, complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Ten 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's Lance to throw it. That's complete out left to Ayuk. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Now a throw here to his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down. And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete to John Ross. Touchdown, Philadelphia. John Ross, 56 yards. And the Eagles are back within a score. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there, because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
6 yards left on 2nd down. Watson now to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
Well, they obviously red man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Bert?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Watson on first down. Step, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Trey Hendrickson able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one good for 26 and a first down. Straight ahead, Walker. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there that gets correctly that they wouldn't move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Now Watson. This one goes underneath to Walker. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
On 1st down, Watson. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. That's the former Buckeye Pete Werner getting the sack. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick it with the balls for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he takes and runs over the second half of this contest.
Washington on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7 our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 17-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. Trey Hendrickson, the one who gets him on the ground.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
That's a surprise in the face there, but that is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion wise way up. Not that time. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Watson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And the Commanders are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So another third down conversion, and now they've got a first and goal. Now to the ground. Here's Walker. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Second and goal from inside the 5. Again, Walker, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Ken Walker taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Fields this way up at the 17. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open, just a little underneath him, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And the lead will hold at 10. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. A short kick taken at the 18. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up.
Ultra.
Throwing his Lance on third down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. A give, it's ETN off the option. And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down, ETN once more. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Off of play action, here's Lance. There's Trimble, the tight end. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter, it's a good running back dive play.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lance, complete to Likely. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
On 2nd down, a run with ETN. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. That's complete out right to the tight end, Trimble. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they rallied and made the tackle.
Boswell's kick is good, and they're back within a touchdown at 17-10. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Sticking with Walker on second down. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 45 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On the counter, it's Walker. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
They'll try the air now with Watson. Going to throw right side here, complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try for the first with Walker. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, they sent the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing him for a loss.
Washington going to send out their punter as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. .36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now ETN to start the drive. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Play action. Hill. They'll roll him, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack. Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now Lance. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for them. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Sometimes that's a danger of putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You could wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box, and there's nowhere to run the football.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. Here's Watson. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Sly able to put this one through, and they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. From the 25 on second down, Lance. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Lance looking to throw it. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
Red, cycle. Red.
Now a play fake. Lance. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Damone Clark fought his way through and buried him behind the line.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Hey, check Lega.
To try again after the sack. Lance. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15. I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game, and now that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington 16. Running out of the gun with ETN. He will push his way down to about the 14. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Lance. Oh, no, he lost the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They sit in a good spot, having the ball back after the fumble recovery and up 2 scores in the 4th quarter. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with a minute 56 to go. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. 61 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
And he's got room. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they turn to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage. This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They run again with Walker. And some room to work. Touchdown, Washington. Kenneth Walker, halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Commanders are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. ready at the line. This Philly offense set to go. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. On first down, Lance. And that one into the hands of Ayuk downfield. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Lance going to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1. The Lance now to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. To throw, it's Lance. Oh, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Fight, 97.
Desperation time here. Lance. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1, and to come through with a 1-0 start against a division